Hello, hello. How are we all doing today? It's a little unfortunate because my fucking model is broken and I forgot to buy a new camera. Because it's not the model that's broken, it's the camera that's broken. But camera broken takes up more characters than model broke. Now, before we settle in, suppressing fire. God damn it, give me a second, I'll go get the fan. It's in my closet, I wasn't expecting it to get redeemed. I didn't have this part of the stream set up ready, because nobody's ever actually redeemed the fan. But I kept it for this purpose. It still has the tape on it from when I moved. One second. Unpacking machine gun. Alright, I don't know where to set this up where it will make a sufficient amount of noise but not fall over. This should do. Can you hear that? Is that obnoxious enough? Here, let me turn on the monitor track and listen to it. I don't hear it. Yeah, I don't hear it. Hold on. Let me find a place where it's making more noise. Let me find Alright, so I'm gonna secure it with a box against the metal of my bed frame. That's almost good. Hold on. I don't know if that's better or not. I still don't hear it. Can you guys hear that? Is that loud enough? I turned on the fan. Can you hear the fan? That's the question. Is the fan loud and obnoxious? Because I have my audio monitoring on, but I think the sound of the fan IRL is preventing me from hearing it on the soundtrack. Move it closer to the mic. Dude, I don't know how to get it closer. Hold on. Because most of the noise is coming from the fact that it's hitting my bed frame, and my bed frame's metal. Put the mic in the fan. I don't have a whole lot of mic reach. I can angle the mic towards the fan. That might help. Is that better? Tape it to the fan. I don't have that much reach on my cord. My cord is already stretched to the limit. The fan's already on max power. Alright, oh, that's the most you're getting until I can get this set up better. Your 30-minute timer starts now. At 7:31, you will no longer have fan. I'm gonna mute my own audio now so that I don't have to hear myself speak. Perish the thought. So he's about to go dirt biking. This thing can get really loud and obnoxious if you put it up against the right object. So it's a broken fan, and what happens is it's missing one of the fan blades, which causes it to rattle from like the momentum of it moving itself, now that it's not like a balanced spinner. So depending on what you put it against, it makes a different noise as it just kind of shakes in place. So it's shaking against my bed frame. It can get so much louder, but I don't have like the objects to entrap it with. Anyway, Rimworld. Honestly, I've never played a tribal game of Rimworld. I've done about everything else. I've never gone pure tribal. So we'll play as a bunch of dirt-eating cretins. How does that sound? This is so insufferable. That's what it's there for. Strive to survive. I haven't played in a while. Commitment mode. I'm not a bitch. What is that noise? So I have a redeem. Where for 2,000 points, I will turn on my broken fan and it will pollute the audio. You can willingly donate points to make the stream worse. Dude, if I was a bigger streamer, I would accept money donations to make the stream worse. I don't know if you guys ever watched Scoriath. Scoriath did an entire stream where like for money donations, he would add like PNGs of Neko Arc onto the stream overlay. And by the end of the stream, you couldn't see the stream. So I have all DLCs enabled. We will not, however, be playing with any mods. Mostly because there's been some updates to Rimworld recently, and I don't know if any of my mods work, and I didn't have the time to go through all of them before we started streaming. To be honest though, Rimworld is not the main focus of this stream. I'm aiming to just mostly yap. Rimworld's gonna be like background content. Where do I want my tribe to be? Tropical rainforest? Yeah, that feels tribally enough. Oh, I love the ideology system. I know a lot of people don't, but I love it. We'll create a fluid religion. Oh shit, I almost forgot. No, we don't have to worry about that. Alright, animist. Which basically, we believe in spirits and nature and shit. Probably nature primacy. We have to be careful when we're building a, because if we're going full tribal for the full playthrough, we have to be careful when we build this, because our ideology is what's going to make or break this run. And when you're going on the, like, the nature primacy shit, you have to make sure that you don't, I guess, build yourself into a corner, otherwise your people will get upset whenever you cut down trees, and it's really annoying. Yeah, see, there it is. We don't want that. Because, like, look at this. This is literally no production, is what it is. We'll have to set it to... Alright, so... Remove. Alright. Autonomous weapons I can agree with being... We're like off the chart. Because we're gonna be machine haters. That being said, we're also gonna be dirty tribals. We'll call ourselves... You know what? Panda's not here, but she'd probably appreciate it if we named our religion Rhymes with Grug. Grugian. Grug. Cave. That's gonna immediately date this stream, though. God forbid you're watching this, like, a year from now, and you're like, oh, dead meme alert. That's okay, though. Only like 20 people even watch my streams. I was gonna say, chat, should we make this a nudist colony as well? That you know that, like, I'm not a woman, so I couldn't get away with that on Twitch. Fuck, I haven't played this game in so goddamn long. Alright, Why is this being filmed from inside an engine block? So true. Dude, I can smell what's either the motor inside the fan burning or, like, the fucking dust from this fan having not been used in close to half a year. Oh, I'm gonna need to fucking clean out my lungs after this. Alright, hello, Thiago. I guess we'll get this out of the way, because I usually say hello to everybody. So hello, Thiago, hello, Cloud, hello, Aikyo, hello, Asu. Fans going to blow up? That'd make for a very interesting clip to throw on Twitch. Streamer gets exploded while playing Rimworld. Execution, respected if guilty. Slavery is acceptable. Organ harvesting, acceptable. Cannibalism, acceptable. Corpses, I can't do don't care. I can't accept fungus either, how tragic. Diversity of thought, intense bigotry. Insect meat, yeah, it's pretty chill. Spousal love is free. Nutrient paste, whatever. Research, whatever. Skull spike, sure. We're not just gonna be tribals, we're gonna be, like, belligerent tribals. What's the, oh, fuck, I forgot how big this fucking... Alright. God, this is so hard to read. Trees desired. Inhumanizing, I forget what that is. Oh, that's for if you want to become a... How much do I need to donate for a fan spinning cam? My camera isn't working right now. That's why the model's broken. That's what the MG42 is for, yeah. Hyde Barga will be the name of our tribal champion. Lead Barga will be the name of our priest. Dirt Speaker. Gruggian Requiem. Yep. No, I don't care about the rest of these. I don't give a shit about either of these animals. Let's get a cool animal in here. Chat, what's a cool animal to worship out of this lineup? We got everything from alpacas to the emu. I feel like you're picking the emu just because you know that I fucking hate the emu. Oh wait, no, it's not the emu, it's the cassowary. The cassowary is the one I have beef with. Is the emu on here? Yeah, there it is. The venerated emu. Good luck ever finding an emu in the jungle, but it is what it is. Peril Desire. I'm not gonna fuck with that for now. Yeah, this will do for now. Capybara? Is the capybara? Yeah, there you go. Alright. Coconut Doggy. You know what, now's a good time to name characters after people who are in chat here today. I'm not gonna edit these characters, we're just gonna ball with the ones we got already. So this one will be Asu, last name Mesu. We're gonna suffer a little bit from the fact that nobody here knows how to cook. But that's okay. And then... Where's the... No, I'm not gonna... Fuck it, we'll just ball with what we have. Alright. For those of you who aren't fan enjoyers, there is another 15 minutes left on the clock for the fan. Oh yeah, Cloud, this game is like a premier war crime game. If you ever hear somebody talking about war crimes, odds are they're either playing Rimworld or they're playing Kenshi. There's never an in-between. Alright, so we're going to start out by allowing everything over here. And the fastest strategy that I usually have is to locate one of these ancient and destroyed buildings and to refurbish them, because it's faster than building from the ground up. And so you're just going to want to clear everything around it. Clear everything around it, and then start hauling things inside. And they'll just kind of... they'll get to it eventually. Your boss plays Rimworld? Yeah, it's a war crime simulator game. Now, if we... we're also going to want to claim the structure. But we don't want them to roof it in yet. Because if they roof it in, we're going to get like a production minus from the lack of light. So roofing is going to be the last thing we do. And then also, we're going to put a door here. Just for efficiency reasons. Brilliant. Got all these fucking plants inside too, I don't want them. Not too bad. Alright. So, the next thing on our to-do list. We're gonna need a place to sleep. So we're gonna need to build some beds. That's right, we're filthy tribals, so we don't know what beds are, we just know what bed rolls are. Part of that means we're gonna have to start fucking killing things. So, who can kill? Who's a killer? Asu, you're a killer. Alright, you're gonna take the pillow, and you're gonna go kill things with it. And then, the one guy I didn't name, Colacombe over here, he's also a killer. So we'll give him the short bow. Actually, you know what, AC, you're gonna also take the short bow. Is there anyone who's good at melee? No. Okay. Well, Quab can take the Iqua. We'll give the Jade Knife to Akio and the Pilla to Portage. Wait, I just realized, I thought we had somebody named Thiago. Oh, his nickname. Yeah, hold on. His nickname got in the way. There we go. Alright, for the two people that I have assigned to killing, your job is simple. I don't want any more tortoises in this area, nor wild boar. Fuck them. I want extermination on the local wildlife. Alright, well that's underway. We're gonna need a spot to butcher them, which will go right here. And they're gonna get the base repaired. We're gonna move the table right here for the time being. Do we know what chairs are? We know what stools are, that'll have to do. Alright, it's getting late, so we're gonna need to just put down a ton of sleeping spots for the time being. Sleeping spots are superior to just sleeping nowhere. They add, like, the tiniest bit of comfort. The table is important, though. Colonists get, like, a massive mood debuff if they don't eat at a table. There's also a really funny mod for any fellow Rimworld enthusiasts of, colonists will just immediately die if they eat without a table. Also, what animals do we have? We have a donkey named Hope. A yak named Paddington. And then a dog named Blake. Okay. Oh great, the monolith's here. We're not gonna really be engaging with that for now. Alright. Not a bad first day. I would have done a lot more, like I would have had beds built by now, but I forgot that we're filthy dirt eaters and we don't know anything about building beds. But that's okay. Because at least we have each other. Alright, how's our extermination of the local wildlife going? Swimmingly. We are adding chinchillas to the list of not allowed to exist. I realize that, so true life is good with my friends. Exactly. I was gonna say, I realize that, my model is kind of obstructing some of the menus over here, but I imagine you guys don't actually really care. Or at the very least, I don't care enough to fix it. Just kind of take the lay of the land. This is bigger than the maps I usually play on. I usually prefer small maps. Just because I like to be able to zoom out and see all of my base. Not have to, like, pan around, but it does mean that we have wildlife to work with. So, in terms of plotting here, I think we'll keep all of our development on the south of the river, and we'll leave the north of the river as, like, a nature preserve. We'll build our, like, tribal village down this way. Alright, so naturally they're gonna need recreation or they're gonna kill each other, so... we'll give them Poop and Stone game. You can move to other areas. So here's the world map. But this is our entire, like, clay map for the time being. Alright, people are idle, which is the number one thing you don't want. So, a nice way to deal with idle colonists. If you don't have a dedicated researcher, just building a research bench and then, like, just letting idle colonists get around to it isn't a bad idea. But more importantly, we're gonna need to start to sort out our production. So, let's look at workable farmland. Where's my farmland overlay? There we go. This is good farmland, that's good farmland. We'll go here. Just gonna fence it in. Asu is about to have a major break. I don't know what's got him so upset. Gate here, gate here, gate here, gate here. Asu has calmed down. Asu is hiding in his room. This happened because the trees were ravaged. I'm so sorry, Asu. We've destroyed a horrific number of trees. We kind of have to. It's important to our survival. Asu is now refusing to sleep. You know, let's give the dog a sleeping spot. So that he's not just, like, sleeping outside. Let all the animals sleep inside. The map is telling me that there's a rock roof right here. We're not building the pollution factory this run. However, there are I think there are screenshots I sent Aikyo ages ago of my pollution run where I intentionally, like, polluted the entire map. Well, no, we're playing as dirt eating tribals. Because I haven't done that before. Oh, new follow! Thank you! We're gonna move all the rocks over here. This will be one big rock pile. Mostly so I can get all these fucking rocks out of my farmland. Get that shit out of here. We need to start cooking food as well. There it is. Campfire. We're gonna want this outside because it'll generate an immense amount of heat otherwise. And it's already pretty hot. It's 35 degrees Celsius, or about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we're gonna get to work on making bedrolls. We have 5 colonists, so we're gonna need to make 5 of them. So is this like an RTS City Builder Dwarf Fortress game? This game was actually directly inspired by Dwarf Fortress. We have a visitor. He's from the Red Rabbit Jungle. Who are they? Are they fellow tribals? They look good. They're a nudist tribe, okay. Who is the highest speech stat? God, nobody here is good at talking to anyone. We'll send AC to do it, because he's the only one in a good mood. Yeah, we'll sell the wooden club. Just for some silver, I'm not gonna buy anything. Alright, the bedrolls are being made, which means we can deconstruct a few of these beds. Well, these sleeping spots on the ground. And move them bedrolls. And more importantly, we can begin cooking food. Who's the best chef? Thiago. Thiago is being sent to the cooking permanently mines. You mean eating tribal barbarians aren't good at socializing? I know, right? What is this nonsense? Alright, our plot of farmland is coming along nicely. We need to set research. Oh, yeah, the drugs. We need steel for the research bench? I forgot about that. Alright, we can get steel from a natural deposit over here. Actually, no, there's a whole fucking chunk of it here. Let me look at the... Okay, yeah, it's not even, it's literally just a chunk of it outside. It's not even a deposit, so we'll dig that out. Oh, yeah, dude, if you're playing Rimworld and you're not making drugs, you're doing something wrong. Aikyo is now hiding in her room. It's okay. The beginning of the game is always rough, because colonists don't really like sleeping in the dirt and eating raw meat for a diet. Adding more animals to the kill list. We'll have to start working out an order of priority chart here. First of all, though, we're going to start to iron out a schedule. So, 4 hours of work. Do whatever in the morning. Do whatever. 2 hours of recreation. Do whatever. And then... 3 hours of work. 4 hours of work. What we could do, actually, is... That's not bad. Or even... like that. I'm okay with that for now. There is a mad rodent. Who has a melee weapon? I believe Cloud does. Cloud, go fucking kill the rat. Kill this evil rat. Objective complete. Good job. A few wounds, but nothing too serious. Who's our best medic? There is not a single good doctor amongst us. This is what happens when you randomize. We'll have Aikyo tend to the wounds. Oh, that's right, Aikyo's having a mental breakdown. We'll have Hornet tend to the wounds. And we'll just have to hope it doesn't get infected. That is the price we pay, however, for fighting a rat. Are we out of wood? Oh, we're not. Why isn't... get more people to construct into mine. Except Thiago, all I really need him to do is hunt and cook. Cloud is having a major break wrist. I know. It doesn't... it's not nice being bitten by a rat. Alright, guys. The fan is getting shut off. I let it run a few minutes over, but no more fan. The war is over. Probably won't do a Rimworld stream too often. I want to go back to streaming Dead by Daylight, but that requires me buying Dead by Daylight, and money's a little tight right now. It sucked because every time that Dead by Daylight's gone on sale on Steam, I've been like, you know, like I couldn't justify spending the money on it. This is Rimworld seems pretty fun to watch. Rimworld streamers actually tend to do really good, especially like Ambiguous Amphibian or Reggie. And the advantage you have with Rimworld is that Rimworld's a storytelling game. So if you compile it together into like a nice video and you just do some storytelling, it can actually be really fun to watch. It's something I've debated doing, but that's as I get into more long form content. And right now my focus is making good video essays. Alright, we need a name for our tribe. We need a name for our tribe and for this land. I think we've been calling ourselves Dirt Eaters, so hold on. Dirt Eaters LLC. Dirt Eaters from the Soil Land, yeah. Right. We could probably make another bedroll if we make it out of... No. We're gonna need to roof this in now, though. It's starting to rain, and It's damaging our stuff. Slop fresh from the ground, you better believe it. I hate that some of you guys aren't appearing on my chat sidebar though. It's a little frustrating. Like, I had this thing made. Well, I didn't have it made, but like I set it up so that you guys would like show up, and then sometimes like Panda doesn't show up, Cloud's not showing up. I don't know what does it either. That's the frustrating part. Alright, we got the research bench. What we should do as well is set up a passive cooler or two, and then we're gonna build airlocks. It's not really a good way to build airlocks on a base like this. But we will do what we have to. Just gonna deconstruct that stupid fucking stone door. Get that shit out of here. Ideally, what this will mean is that we'll bleed less cold air outside. Because there's two sets of doors. Thiago is now sad wandering because we cut down trees. I understand, guys. Cutting down the trees is very stressful. Eventually, we'll be able to stop. But for now, our home has to be made out of trees. We can't just sleep outside. There, okay, it's starting to cool down in here. Oh, we're being raided. It's just one guy. Who's a good killer? Asu. Asu, go fuck that guy up. Make home from dirt and mud. I would if I could. Oh, it's a Rafflesia. Alright, what's the range in your bow? It's a little generous. We just need to just shoot him. What's your accuracy score? 29%. Oh, we'll get lucky eventually. Oh, we hit him. Right arm cut. Not exactly what we want. We want to hit him in the leg. What's Asu's move score? 100%. Okay, we will eventually outpace him. Actually, since we're leading him over here, well, Thiago's having a sad wander, so we don't really have anyone else we can work with. It's okay. We'll just kite him with the bow. His wound isn't enough where he's gonna bleed out in any, like, noticeable order. Like, he's bleeding, but he's not in any real danger. Make head shaped like bowl. So true. Ooh, another hit. Again, not to his legs, but we got him good that time. Yeah, he'll bleed out in 16 hours. He's suffering heat stroke, haha. He was not made for environment. Come on, Asu. Alright, we need You need to move. You're gonna get hit with a fucking club. Oh, you almost sniped him. Alright, you know what? Just leave him be. He'll... either heat stroke or blood loss is gonna get to him. Oh, he's beginning his assault. Alright, well now we have to fight him. Ah, shit. Asu has been bruised with a club. He's dying in 9 hours. Moving has been cut down to 81%. Luckily, his movement's at 50, so he won't catch up. While we continue to kite with the bow, how's the rest of the base going? Not bad. Just need to get all these rocks moved out of here and we could actually farm something. Yeah, everyone's at the hall. We did it. Asu killed him. Technically he's only down, but... is he worth kidnapping and indoctrinating? No, not really. I mean, he's greedy, which is shitty to deal with. It's not as bad as jealous. Jealous is absolutely shitty to deal with, but greedy is also shitty to deal with. He can build, but we have people that can build. He can animals, but we have people that can animal. Let me double check. Cannibalism is allowed, if I remember correctly. If cannibalism is allowed, we'll probably just eat him. Acceptable. Yeah, we're just gonna eat him. Asu beat him to death. Throttle him. And then we will eat him. Let me just, yeah, add a human to the list of things we can eat. Build on a campfire. Good work, Asu. There you go, steal his food. Steal his food, steal his club. Asu's now in a bad mood, but that's okay. 8 fungus cooked. Oh, that's right. Our starting food for some reason was fungus, even though we don't like to eat fungus. Oh yeah, we can't have a corpse pile. I forgot about that because we don't like corpses. So what we're gonna do, honestly, just abandon them down here on the side of the river. Get them out of sight, out of mind. Because when people see corpses, they get upset. And I don't have the means to produce a corpse furnace yet, so... Corpse furnace is always a funny gimmick, because it's not the way the game intends for you to get rid of corpses, but it's certainly the most effective way. You just build a room out of stone, complete stone, and then load bodies in there, and throw a Molotov in there, and consider it done. Because the room's made completely out of stone, it won't catch fire. And if you just, like, close the room off and there's no, like, I guess, circulation or anything, it'll gradually heat up until, like, everything is incinerated inside. I imagine getting rid of bodies isn't nearly that easy in real life, but... nah. Isu's in a daze because trees were ravaged. I know. Kill all the rats. No more rats. Kill all the monkeys. Kill all the chinchillas. Kill everything. Everything that won't fight back. So how's everyone doing? Are we having a good day so far? My day personally has been really productive. I went out and got a lot done today. Mostly because it's my first true day off, I suppose. I don't work tonight. I work tomorrow night. I didn't work the previous night, but I had also worked like into the morning. Because it's just how my schedule goes. So like the first night that I don't work doesn't feel like a true day off. Shitty fucking animals are wandering away. Hold on. We're gonna need let's use a carrion hitching spot. Sue is having a breakdown. He's the only person assigned to handling. Alright, I'll let Fiat go do it. Been sending dudes alright. Life's been wonderful lately. That's always good to hear. Nothing much happened, or at least nothing bad. That's always good. Hey, the absence of bad is more than enough to constitute a good day. Been spending time with my brother lately, a lot of time with family, getting ready to go visit the folks again. That's good to hear. Are you still planning on coming to visit in November? What's funny, actually, if you come to visit in November, you'll probably be the last person to see our current apartment before we move, because we're gonna be moving again come January, or we're moving out of this apartment. So you'll be the last person to see it, which will be really funny because we actually haven't had all that many guests over. We don't really have the space to entertain guests in the current apartment, which is kind of why we're upgrading. We're also upgrading for more bedrooms because current Twitch chat viewer and also fellow streamer Asu Mesu will be joining me at the next home address. Asu says he's melting. Aren't you at work? Is it like really? It probably is. I heard it gets really hot inside of kitchens. Do we have exact days for when everyone will get together? I'll look into seeing when and where at the time off. I'll start my new job in October. Big career shift. All right. My birthday. Here's the problem with November. Stuff happens in November. My birthday is like the first week. Around Thanksgiving, I'm not going to be around because my family wants me home for Thanksgiving. So you're still at work? Yeah, that's what I figured. I know it gets really hot inside of kitchens. Either I forget when Thanksgiving is. Isn't that the back end of November? You could probably come over whatever week Thanksgiving isn't, because I'll be home the week of my birthday, of course. I don't know what days I'll be off, though, because getting my schedule ironed out has been a nightmare. It's to the point where I'm considering ditching my current job and working for a different company, just because it's been It's been rough getting this company to accommodate me in any reasonable manner. You'll be at work for the next hour. Oh, that means around the time that we stop streaming, we can all get together and play something outside of stream. That'd be nice. My birthday is Thanksgiving week, so it's a busy time for all of us. It's possible we could end up planning things a little further down the line if it's easier for us. I don't know. This is a conversation you should probably also have with Panda, because Panda is really excited to have you over. The Hunted Knight. I don't want to help these dirty city slickers. I'm also streaming tomorrow. I don't know how that stream's gonna go because I'll be cutting it close to like when one of my shifts come up for work. I'll be streaming with Asu Mesu and we might play Space Marine 2. We got the game just so I could play it with Asu, but we haven't really streamed it yet. Something stupid always happens. It's been rough ironing out a stream schedule with like my constant changes in work and all the other stupid stuff. Send people out to harvest berries. That is you, buddy. We'll put the Game of board game over here. Give people more recreation options because they're starting to get a little cuckoo. So if this is going to be our main farm zone, we're going to want to start to build near it. Logistically speaking, you want people close by to their jobs just because it makes things easier. Leave room for a walkway. We'll start building little huts for people to live in. It will unfortunately mean we'll have to chop down trees, which will greatly upset some people, but that's how it is. They won't be complaining once they have a nice house. I've been trying to think about different things I could stream, things that would be entertaining, both for me to play and to watch. Dead by Daylight ranks highest among them because that's what I used to stream, and that used to it used to do both good numbers, but it was also like a whole content cycle for me. So for those of you who weren't around when I was a Dead by Daylight streamer, not only was I would say I was decent at Dead by Daylight, but also I not only made Dead by Daylight streams, I also did Dead by Daylight content. So clips from my streams and like me playing in general would then be recycled into videos. It was a pretty good machine I had going. I had a lot to say about Dead by Daylight. It was a good game for me to talk about. I'd take clips from streams, clips from when I was playing in my own time, and I would turn them into tutorials. And then I would stream Dead by Daylight, either solo or with friends, it didn't matter. It was a game I loved. I would unironically come home from work, play Dead by Daylight for several hours, play Dead by Daylight for stream, and then finish my day off by editing Dead by Daylight videos. And I did that for several months. It was basically all I played. I would only stop to play Overwatch, and like the people I was playing Overwatch with were also the people I was playing Dead by Daylight with. So it was like a break for all of us, really. Sometimes I consider Overwatch streaming because my Dead by Daylight friends also would occasionally stream Overwatch. A few of them streamed Overwatch more than they would stream Dead by Daylight. My thing with being an Overwatch streamer, one, I don't enjoy Overwatch that much. Overwatch is a pretty casual game for me. It's not a game that I want to take seriously because it's Overwatch, and Overwatch can be kind of brutal. I also prefer to stream games that I'm at least knowledgeable about or I'm good at. Unless it's a horror game, at which point my like lack of experience is more entertaining than anything. I would definitely consider going back to streaming horror games because that was a lot of fun. Especially because horror games don't really scare me all that much. So there's a lot of fun out of the fact that like I can reliably sit there and make fun of the scares because they don't bother me. But yeah, I want to find that niche to stream again. I don't ever want to become known for a single game. Don't get me wrong, I didn't mind being a Dead by Daylight content creator, but I wouldn't want to only make Dead by Daylight. You see it happen with gaming channels all the time, really. Somebody gets established within a certain community, and the moment they try to play anything else, there goes all their viewership. It's sad, but Otstarva, like my favorite, where's the fun in seeing someone not scared? I don't know if you watched my Outlast streams, but my Outlast streams actually did really well, so I guess there was some fun in it. There was a really good clip from my Outlast streams, where there was a guy behind a door, and I was laughing my ass off, and then he opened the door. I thought he was locked behind it. There's a funny stream from funny clip from Alien Isolation as well. It's probably still on my Twitch. I rounded a corner and I was just like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" And then they just immediately started shooting me. Asu, go negotiate with the shaman merchant. Yeah, I'd like to find a niche, but as I was saying, Otstarva, huge Dead by Daylight creator. Really influential member of the Dead by Daylight community. He wasn't originally a Dead by Daylight creator. Otstarva originally did Soulsborne games. Dead by Daylight is just where he got the majority of his traction from. And he's kind of dug himself into that hole of like, he does still on occasion make content for other games. But if you look at his viewership, he loses so much. He loses, like, I think upwards of 80% of his viewership the moment he plays something that isn't a Dead by Daylight related game. He can play, like, Dead by Daylight similar titles, and his viewership won't drop too much. But if he plays a Soulsborne game again, if he does anything that's not Dead by Daylight-esque, huge viewership drop. And that's what I'm terrified of. I'm terrified of getting established in a game community and then not being able to play a different game. Because then I'm just going to be stuck. And like, I love a lot of the games I play, but I don't think I could just perpetually make content for that game. I'd run out of ideas or I'd get bored eventually. We don't have anything to sell that they really want, nor do they have anything I want to buy. The lead Barga role is unfulfilled. Oh goodness me. houses are coming along nicely. Are we out of wood? We're out of wood. God damn it. It means we're gonna have to chop down more trees, which means more people are gonna freak the fuck out. We'll chop down the trees that are in the way of our construction and inside of our... because we're gonna have to cut these down anyway. And then we might turn this into a grazing area for the time being, and then farmland later. The majority of our economy is going to be farmland. I guess since we're talking about the future content creation in general, because that's always a fun topic, right? It's always fun to go up to like small creators and be like, so what would you do if like tomorrow everything like were start working out again? Well, let me look at this guy. Body martyr, beautiful, psychically dull, melee 7, mining 14, crafting 6. Not a bad colonist. We will rescue you. We'll send Hornet to go get him. Oh shit. They died before we could even get them. Oh well. Personally, as far as monetization is concerned, because that is obviously the end goal, I would like to do this instead of my actual job. Now, I'm not like, I guess, gunning for it. I'm not looking to make the most money possible off of Twitch or YouTube or whatever. If I make money, that's cool. I more so just want to do this for fun. Because it is fun making content. I get a certain level of joy and satisfaction out of entertaining people. Entertaining is something I've kind of wanted to do my whole life. Not necessarily in the content production sphere, but when I was younger, I wanted to make video games. And as that kind of stopped being the vision, the idea of entertaining and, I guess, providing for people shifted into making content. And it's kind of been my focus since around, I want to say, age 17. Way back when, I actually used to stream on Mixer. I was a For Honor streamer. And some of my most viewed streams actually were on Mixer playing For Honor. As funny as that sounds. I don't think it's still my most viewed stream to date, but it was up there. Alright, so this guy has a gun. He's actually good in melee, but he can't shoot for shit. Asu's having a breakdown, Hornet's having a breakdown, so I'm just gonna send everybody and have them mob him effectively. If we just all swarm him, he won't get a chance to shoot anyone. The sheer numbers strategy. Yeah, because he can't hit anything. Oh, never mind. He can hit things. Get him, Cloud. The problem is he is good in melee, but we don't have any, like, good shooters to fight him in range. There we go. We beat him to death. Let me actually read that combat log. Ray opened fire at Asu with his revolver. Ray's revolver bullet missed by a wide margin. By a small margin, revolver bullet missed. Revolver bullet shot Thiago's left clavicle and shoulder. Cloud missed Ray with a slash from his igua. Ray struck Cloud with the revolver's grip, wounding his head and skull. Thiago poked Ray with his short bow's limb, jagging his torso. Ray smashed Thiago in his right leg, leaving a horrific wound. Ray avoided Kishka's knife slash. Ray flailed while trying to bash Thiago. Cloud missed Ray with a slash from his Iqua's edge. Kishka failed while trying to slash Ray. Thiago floundered while trying to bash Ray with his right fist. Ray used his right fist to beat Thiago, bashing his torso and pelvis. Kishka, utilizing a knife's blade, falteringly, painfully slashed Ray in the right clavicle. Ray, brandishing his revolver dexterously, stabbed Kishka in the right femur. How do you stab with a revolver? Cloud skewered Ray in his left femur viciously. Kishka, handling her knife wildly, punctured Ray, piercing his right femur and right leg. Thiago poked Ray in the right tibia. Ray, using his revolver, cleverly struck Thiago, smashing his torso and rib cage. Thiago missed Ray with a hit from his right fist. Kishka missed while trying to slash Ray. Ray jabbed Thiago with a revolver barrel. Cloud hacked Ray in the neck savagely. This killed Ray. Why am I getting beaten up? Everybody has a few bruises, but yeah, it looks like Thiago took the brunt of the damage. Good work, boys. Thiago's now on an insulting spree. Well, that's not nice. Thiago's no longer on an insulting spree. That's all it took. Just saying that being mean isn't nice. Hornet, can you tend to everybody's wounds, please? But yeah, as far as monetization is concerned, I think the big thing I would want to do, ideally, I want to stray away from ads as much as I can, because ads are annoying, right? I don't like watching ads. You don't like watching ads. Ads suck. Ideally, what I would want to go for first is voluntary. So, as much of a income as I can source through Patreon and stuff like that is what I would prefer to do. Just because it's generally, I guess, I feel like that's the best way to do things. The more I can source just through voluntary donations, the less I have to the less I have to interrupt a video and be like, hey guys, Raid Shadow Legends. Have you heard of Raid Shadow Legends? Well, let me tell you about it. And then it also means I don't have to I don't know if you've ever seen one of those video reels where it's like 20 ad plays throughout the video. I don't want to do that either. Yeah, no. So I would like to focus on, I guess, voluntary monetization. I feel like that's what I would like to do. I understand that overall it's going to net a lower income, but I don't really need all that much money. I'm not somebody who really lives an expensive lifestyle, so if I can make as much as I need to live off of voluntary donations, I'd be fine with that. You just want a marketable plushie? If I was big enough to do a marketable plushie of the Croseffi character, I would. But the amount of money I'd have to spend right now to get the marketable plushie going would not at all, not at all pay off the amount of sales. Look at man, that sweatshop labor doesn't come cheap. Well, the labor does, the materials doesn't. Diago has flown into a murderous rage and has decided to kill Cloud. I want a marketable plushie of me. We'll get to it, streamer boy. China's about to be so mad. Alright, Kishka, drop the knife, and I'm gonna need you to beat the shit out of Thiago. Good work. Did he lose any limbs? No. Excellent work, AQ. Alright, Cloud, you can stop running away. Thiago is no longer in a murderous rage. Cloud is now berserk. God damn it. No, Cloud's gonna fucking stab Hornet to death. God damn it. Yep. I can't send anyone down there to rescue him either, because Cloud will probably stab them to death too. This is the problem with nature primacy, dude. When you're playing the nature build, it's so brutal in the beginning because you have to cut down trees. But your colonists freak the fuck out when you do. Alright, Asu, attempt to stealthily rescue Hornet while Cloud fights the cassowary. Is he gonna win? He won. Not enough dirt to save my murderous rage, yeah. Cloud just murdered the shit out of a cassowary. For funsies. There's a mad capybara. Well, hopefully he and Cloud fight. Oh wait, capybara is one of our venerated creatures. People are gonna get really upset if we have to kill it. Cloud's already in a murderous rage though, so I don't know if it'll affect him if he kills it. It looks like he's gunning for it. Damn, the capybara. The capybara put down Cloud's murderous rage. The brave capybara. And it will bleed to death in 9 hours. My reincarnation arc. Yeah, this run is pretty scuffed. We might have to restart and play as, like, I don't know, humble farmers or some shit. Because currently being a dirt eater isn't really going all that well. Mostly just because, like, negative 20... Alright, mind-shattering pain is different. Where is it? Yeah, like, negative 20 morale just from cutting down trees. We should have played as ranchers. Just like backwoods farmers. Rustic people. Also a run I haven't done. Also, I'm looking at my follows from 7 months ago. I'm gonna replay some of the names on screen just because I think it's funny. That one corn guy. I do know who this next guy is. Ray Conejo. I probably pronounced your name wrong. I'm sorry. That's another streamer. I think it's actually one of Thiago's friends. And then Star Batter Swear. Thank you to the three of them for following like 7 months ago. I don't know if I was streaming 7 months ago, but it's appreciated. No, I wouldn't have been, because that's around the time that I stopped streaming. I think they're funny names regardless. We'll ride this run out, though. Maybe just next time we stream, we'll start a different run. Kishka, go retrieve your knife. We're gonna need to finish off the capybara. Good work, Kishka. Hornet is dead. And the dog has gone savage. Hornet died from blood loss, god damn it. Okay, well this run is scuffed. What to do? I don't know, you guys want to see some 2 Fort? We can play 2 Fort. Here, 1 second. Yeah, there's nothing on this screen because a lot of my elements are broken. I'm gonna pull up 2 Fort, and we'll play that for the rest of the stream. How's that sound? And then somebody will say the N-word, and I'll have to be like, whoa. TF2 is one of those games that like absolutely loves. Come on. You can do it. The problem with TF2 is that it freaks out whenever you tab out of the game. And now it's open on my other monitor for some reason. You can do it. I believe in you. God, does it hate being streamed? Yeah, I still don't see it. Okay. Well, that's not gonna work. Maybe we can get Left 4 Dead 2 running. Left 4 Dead 2 doesn't hate being streamed nearly as much. It's okay, I'm not pyrocynical. I don't have any like sex mods on. Come on. There we go.
report unusual behavior.
I love this game. I did actually download some workshop shit earlier today. Just to play around in survival mode, really. I got some like shitty custom maps. This Minecraft map is so goofy. I'll play as Nicholas. Actually, this is a fun topic. Who's your favorite Left 4 Dead character? I'll include Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2. I'm assuming everyone here has played Left 4 Dead. You like Coach? Coach is cool. I honestly don't think there's a bad Left 4 Dead character. They're all solid characters. If I had to pick one character that I'm not particularly fond of, it would be Rochelle. But I also wouldn't say Rochelle's a bad character. I just don't like her dialogue. In concept, she's a great character. I think having a reporter character is actually really good. I mean, we saw with Dead Rising that having a reporter character in like a zombie apocalypse scenario can be really fun. Nick is actually it's funny. So when I was a kid, I preferred Ellis as a character because I grew up with the Left 4 Dead series, right? When I got older, I liked Nick more. Childhood is liking Ellis, adulthood is liking Nick. Because as a kid, you hear Ellis and he's like, oh yeah, kill all sons of bitches. You're like, yeah. And as an adult, you're listening to Nick be like, holy shit, I can't stand any of you. And you're like, yeah. Oh, hey, Panda. Yeah, we were streaming Rimworld, but then the Rimworld run got fucked, so we're playing Left 4 Dead 2. Panda, since we have you here now, you mind telling us your favorite Left 4 Dead character? Grab a pipe bomb. Axe. Is there a rifle anywhere? I prefer the rifles.
Grabbing a shot.
Are they? Okay, they're not all using shotguns. I was gonna lose it if they were. You don't know them? Damn, bro, have you like never played fun video games?
Let's burn some shit up.
This map is actually really cute. It's an interactive map, so there's like a ton of stuff you can do besides kill zombies. Like, here, watch. So we grab the hoe, and then get some cactuses. I don't know how to farm yet. I know you can farm. I saw it in the trailer.
Check it out.
But we can go plant the cactuses outside, and they'll kill zombies that run into them. I think one of our chests has wood in it, and we use that to build a balloon up here. And then we need to go get wood. I forget where the log spawns in. That's right, we can build a sentry up here. There's the log. We get the log. At some point, there's gonna be a ghast. Ooh, iron. I actually haven't found the iron before. That's huge. Huge for the iron community. Alright, and then the wool spawns... Oh shit, the creeper's here. Hold on, guys. We gotta fight the creeper. Alright, we got the creeper.
Everybody grab a weapon.
This is such a surreal experience, isn't it? We can get over there. We'll have to build the blimp first. And then there's a... Oh, we need to go underground. That's right, we need to go underground. I always forget where the underground entrance is, though. It's around... Yeah, it's over here, it's over here. My personal favorite Left 4 Dead 2 character... As a kid, honestly, it was always Bill. Although if I had to... I'm sorry, I've never found the iron before, so the railway just jump scared me. If I had to pick a character, like, now as an adult, though, I definitely appreciate Nick quite a lot. Zoe's also a fun character. Honestly, I prefer the Left 4 Dead 1 cast. There isn't a single character I really have an issue with. Wasn't as big of a fan of Francis. Where's the key? Oh, hello. Where are you going? I liked Bill a lot though, because I mean, as a kid, I was really into like military shit. I wanted to be a soldier when I got older, and then I did get older and I did become a soldier, and I didn't like it. Oh, is this thing? I just patrols. Okay. We can get some jams going. Alright, oh yeah, the AI gets really stuck on this map sometimes. Are y'all liking this new Minecraft with guns update, or what? Alright, we need a rock next. The gas should spawn in soon. Yeah, there he is. What's Mojang been cooking with this update? Yeah. Oh shit. No, my house. We did it, boys. The gas is no more. There is something over here. I don't think the gas actually drops anything when it dies, but you can shoot the TNT, and there's a grenade launcher in here, but there's no other reason to come in here. You have to admire the amount of effort that somebody put into this, you know? Because this was made in the fucking, like, what is it, the Hammer editor, I believe is what it's called. Like, there's a clear level of care and detail that went into this. It'll get even funnier once we spawn the zombies in. If I have to run the stream a little longer just to show you how the zombies interact with this terrain, I will. I don't think we can do anything with the boat, though. I haven't investigated in here. I don't know if there's anything in... No, we can't go in there. Alright. Oh, it's right. We have this unlocked now. We have the tower. We're not gonna do anything in the tower yet. I'm gonna save that for later. We need to find the stone so that we can finish that. I forget where the stone spawns in. We already got the iron out of this. Yeah, it's not gonna open again. I remember finding the stone in the middle of a round when I played previously. Yeah, I was just shooting zombies and I found it. You can eat the cake, by the way. I can't pick up the arrow. I don't know where the stone is. I don't know where I'm gonna get gunpowder either. Oh! Huge. We got it, boys. We need cobblestone. God fucking damn it, dude. This fucking prop hunt for objects is... I don't think I'm supposed to see that. Alright, you know, we're gonna start the round.
Chainsaw here.
My teammates are still stuck in there, god damn it. It's not there, is it? No. It takes a second.
It's about to get serious. Reloading. Jockey. Watch out.
Damn, coach is already dead. I have the enemies from killing floor 2 set as the zombies.
Hold steady.
Which I think makes it even more humorous on this, otherwise normal background. Well, on this Minecraft background. Oh, the gunpowder's up there.
Shoot the damn tank.
Ow. Ellis, please do something.
I need somebody's help just for 5 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna need to restart the round. Mostly because the AI got stuck.
Nothing to see. No help kit here.
Alright, we're not gonna go through and do everything all over again, but we're gonna speedrun it real quick. Spaz 12.
Grabbing a
Mobile.
bottle jar.
This isn't the Spaz 12. There we
Guns
go.
here.
Grab the cacti. Place the cacti. Grab the wood. Grab the iron. Grab the logs. Spawns down here. Oh, really? Creeper should have been here by now. That should trigger the ghast. Yep. Get the stone. Yeah, it's probably has to be the most inefficient weapon for this. Actually, hold on. Let me just... Oh, hello. Nice. Alright, that's done.
Chainsaw here.
Add the stone. And then we need to go underground to get the key. And hopefully the AI doesn't bug out this time. The first time I played this, the AI got stuck up there for ages. Key. Make the rail. Grab the rifle.
Will's here.
Can I mine diamonds? Secret. There's a portal up there now. Crowbar. Are they... Dude, I'm just gonna be so mad if they got stuck again. Holy shit. Alright, let's start the horde. We got the door unlocked, so we're gonna go that way so I can showcase something else silly about this mod.
They're coming. Hunter. Reloading. Reloading. Hey, look out. Look out.
Where is he? I hear him. A second gas is coming. A second gas has hit the block tower. I think he's stuck.
Charger.
You know, guys, I think this is better Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft was like a 9 out of 10. This is a perfect 10. This is what it needed.
I'm reloading.
Fuck you, dude. This is better Minecraft.
Got it.
Where is he? Shit vial going out. Nice, I got him.
You got a spinner. That was mine.
Oh yeah, he's down.
Smoker. Smoker. Grabbing a pipe bomb.
You're right, Stardew Valley would be better with guns.
Smoker. We got a smoker. Charger. Charger. Reloading.
It's not necessarily the presence of guns. It's having hordes of anything to mow down.
Throwing a pipe bomb. Jockey.
I love killing waves of enemies.
Boomer. Hunter. Hey, I'm reloading.
Hordes of evil femboys to mow down. No! There's no such thing as evil femboys.
Hunter. Boomer ahead. Reload. Charger.
I am not evil. I am a morally complex individual. Oh shit, Apple.
Smoker. Throwing a Molotov. Got a hunter.
Shit. I need the apple. We got the apple. Huge.
Jockey.
We need to run for the tower.
Everyone shoot the tank. Reloading. I'll hold on to these pills.
Alright, it's time to showcase where this mod gets really silly. Gentlemen, it's time to take flight. Bye-bye.
Lighten it up.
Don't even think about leaving me here.
Charger. Boomer. Jockey. Tank.
We did it. We made it. Fuck you. My own private island. Build some sentries. Yeah, the bridge eventually spawns in to let them get over. Yeah.
Get your asses over here and help me.
Alright. We're gonna switch map. Oh, I can't do it from this menu. Tragic. I'll be letting my teammates down. God forbid. I just got a notification. Apparently Dead by Daylight went on sale. I think that's a sign. Alright, I haven't tried this map yet. I'll play as Rochelle.
Nothing to see. No health kit here.
This rifle right here got my name all over it.
Ellis, that's not a rifle. That's a shotgun, you fucking back alley idiot. Alright, damn, this looks like a Modern Warfare map. Speaking of rifles. There really isn't a whole lot of space to work with here. This is less defendable position and more, like, get overwhelmed position. Alright, well. Let the magic happen.
Incoming! Throwing a pipe bomb!
Give them hell, boys.
Weapons over here.
Where is he?
Throwing a Molotov.
Oh shit, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the map. Oh, what the hell? We ball.
Jackie. Watch out.
Reloading.
I'm reloading.
Yeah, we only got 9 minutes left on the clock anyway. I'll just probably go until I lose this game. Drugs.
Don't stop shooting! Here comes some boomer
Well, that's game. I love this game. Alright, Bargo. Broken screen. Woo! Well, that's going to be doing it for today's stream. I'd like to thank you all for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. It's always nice streaming, especially when I have a ton of friends that drop by I can say hi to. We actually had a lot of fun this stream. We played 2 different games. We attempted to play Team Fortress 2, but it didn't want to run. And we also had the Aikyo got the fan redeem at the beginning of the stream, so that was also nice. All that being said, I mean, it's been great. I'll be seeing you all later. Bye-bye.